Hey, who told you to come back to my house? It certainly wasn't me. You're not welcome here. And you didn't even bother to greet me either, you rude little brat. It's clear that you have no manners.
Why wouldn't I come back? I'm soaking wet because someone decided to throw a bucket of freezing cold water on me. And I'd rather not catch a cold because of something stupid like this. Why did you do that anyway? What could you possibly get out of going full ice bucket challenge on me anyway? This isn't 2012. What's your problem?
I punished you for lying to my son. What were you trying to get out of him? Money? Our house? What is it that you're after, you street rat?
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're even talking about. When have I ever lied to Yosef?
You've been lying to him this entire time about your education. I already know that you're a high school dropout, so don't even try to deny it.
What? Who in the world told you something as ludicrous as that?
One of my staff at work did. They told me everything. I was having some friendly office banter about how my son had a new girlfriend and was thinking she might be the one. But wouldn't you know it, when I showed her a picture, she immediately recognized you. She told me that you all used to go to the same high school and were even in the same class, but that you had suddenly dropped out.
I see. So you work with one of my old classmates. What are the odds of that? Regardless, what does that have to do with anything?
Of course, an uneducated swine like you wouldn't get it. I went to all the best schools and gave my Yosef the best education money can buy. My father and I both went to Harvard, and I sent Yosef to Yale. My wife and daughter also graduated from top universities. You really think a dropout like you deserves to marry into our elite family? Oh, dream on. We'd be a laughing stock.
Is that right?
I won't lie, you're definitely a looker, so Yosef probably fell for that pretty face. But that's not good enough. A poor dropout like you doesn't even deserve to breathe the same air as Yosef.
So what are you saying then? Just because you don't approve of my educational background, I'm not allowed to marry your son? And do you think that's a good enough reason to soak me with a bucket of water? You just wanted to teach me a lesson and let out all your little frustrations, huh?
I'd figured that'd be the fastest way to get the message across to an idiot like you, who couldn't even finish school. And don't even dream of stepping foot in the house again, or else I'll up the ante and make you really regret it. That bucket will be filled with mud and worms instead of just a little bit of water. So don't even think about marrying my son. Better yet, leave him right away, because I'll never accept a piece of low-life scum like you. Every last bone in my body is against it, and I'll fight tooth and nail to make sure you don't ruin him.
I see. Gotcha. You have nothing to worry about. The wedding is officially off. So, you can get off my back now.
You're intimidated by me, aren't you? Good. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
No, it's not that I'm intimidated by you. I just can't bear the thought of having someone as stuck-up and inconsiderate as you as a father-in-law. For someone who loves to brag about how great his education is, you sure lack human decency. It's pretty sad. You're seriously acting like an elementary school kid. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You little brat, how dare you?
And to top it all off, you're a big fat coward too. Yosef and I had been planning to get married for a while, yet you choose now to suddenly complain and throw a fit? You literally waited until Yosef and Rachel both stepped away to start harassing me. The minute you and I were alone, you took off your mask and stopped pretending to be a decent person. Then you soaked me with water like I was riding Splash Mountain and had the nerve to excuse yourself, saying you needed to take a smoke. You ran away with your tail between your legs, in true cowardly fashion. What kind of grown man waits until no one else is around to assault someone? You're a total creep and absolutely pathetic. And after all of that, after you ran away, you had the nerve to bother me even more over text. You're literally the worst kind of person.
I see you're finally showing your true colors now. That's how you managed to trick Yosef into marrying you. You're complaining about me when you're the one who's a wolf in sheep's clothing, you sly fox. Women like you give the whole lot of you a bad rep. You conniving little con artist.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about, and I haven't done anything but tell the truth. We're getting way off topic here. Are you even capable of having an adult conversation?
Oh, shut up. Just know I can smell a gold digger from a mile away, you tramp. I know as well as you do that you're just after our money. I had better not ever catch your face around here ever again.
Fine, whatever. I honestly thought that we had gotten close, chatting over the phone for the past 3 months. But I guess I was mistaken. What a pity. Have a nice life. Ryan! What the hell is wrong with you? Where are you hiding? I just got off the phone. You better tell me what you did right now.
Oh my God, shut up, Rachel. For the love of God, what do you want? You don't need to call me every friggin' 5 seconds. I'm at my usual bar down the street right now. I'm having a celebratory toast.
Are you kidding me? You're seriously out drinking at a time like this? Have you lost your mind? I stepped into the kitchen to make some lemonade for everyone. And when I came back, the living room was completely empty. I don't see Yosef or Kelly anywhere. And now you tell me you're out at the bar drinking. I just got a barrage of angry text messages from Yosef. And I'm pretty sure you're the culprit behind why he's so pissed off. So you better have a damn good excuse for being out celebrating right now.
I kicked out that little gold-digging con artist. Do you have any idea how much money and how many future headaches I just saved us? You and Yosef should be on your knees thanking me. Can you believe that high school dropout really thought that she had a chance to marry into our esteemed family? I think not. I protected our honor and reputation. And you know what? It's deserving of another round of beers.
Please don't tell me everything Yosef said is true. You didn't seriously douse Kelly with a bucket of water and kick her out in the cold, did you?
She's a dirty little liar, so I decided to clean her up a bit. It was for her own good. If I had extra soap, I would have scrubbed her tongue with it too. I would never accept a tramp like that into our family. Yosef really needs to pick his woman better. At least bring home a girl who went to college. Is that too much to ask?
You idiot! I can't believe you! Do you have any idea how hard Yosef and I worked to woo Kelly? She's 1 in a million, and you just threw all of our hard work down the toilet, you jerk! You used that bucket to drown out 5 whole years of hard work! You flushed everything right down the toilet, you oaf!
Whoa, wait. What? Calm down. Why are you getting so hysterical? What's the big deal?
Kelly had no intention of even getting married. You have no idea how long it took us to persuade her to join our family. She's the type who sticks to her decisions once she makes up her mind. Yosef and I had to make a strong case for her to even entertain the idea of marriage. Things were finally going well and tipping in our favor, but you just had to go and ruin it. Yosef, Amber, and I worked our butts off. How could you do this to us? And you call yourself the man of the house. I thought I hated you before, but you've really done it now.
Jesus, woman, get a grip and calm down. You need to take several chill pills. What's so great about that high school dropout that you're all working so hard to lock her down? What makes her so special? She just looked like your run-of-the-mill girl to me. Why is that tramp even worth all of this trouble? There are way better women out there who are actually in Yosef's league. Why do you want him to settle for this trashy little hussy so badly?
What? Who are you calling a high school dropout? Tell me you didn't call her that while she was here.
Yeah, I did. Big whoop. What does it matter? It's not my fault that she up and decided to drop out of school. She was probably too dumb to keep up with the curriculum or something.
Nothing that you're saying is even true, you moron! At least check your facts before you start saying outlandish stuff like that. Oh my god. I'm so done with you. And on top of insulting her, you threw a bucket of water on her too! I'm too ashamed to even call you my husband, you imbecile! You're the absolute worst.
So I'm asking you again, what is so special about this chick? Why are you so up in arms over this?
Don't you dare refer to her like that! Have some respect! She's Amber and my bias! We're her biggest fans!
What? What the hell is a bias? I don't follow.
I'll have you know that Kelly graduated from Juilliard and is on the fast track to becoming an international pop sensation. Amber and I have been fans of hers since she debuted on Broadway. She's transitioning into mainstream pop right now, and we're so here for it. We're literally always listening to her music. How did you not notice?
What? Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that little twerp was on Broadway?
I don't know where you heard that Kelly was a high school dropout, but I'm gonna need you to get a new source. Kelly transferred from a regular high school to a performing arts high school to prepare for Juilliard. Not only that, she was such an amazing performer that she managed to get in on a full scholarship. It makes perfect sense for her to have changed schools. She was pursuing her dreams. Not to mention, she had already started getting scouted for musicals and plays since she was a teenager. Going to an art school was the most rational decision she could have made.
Well, how was I supposed to know any of that? I'm so lost. Like I pay attention to who you and Amber listen to. You expect me just to know that that chick was a celebrity?
The fact of the matter is that you wrongfully accused and taunted Kelly for not graduating from a famous school, when in reality, she has a degree from one of the most renowned schools in the world. She's an insanely talented singer and actress who graduated from the top performing art school in the entire country. She's already made a name for herself as a superstar. Her songs are literally always playing on the radio.
I only listen to oldies from before we even had kids. How was I supposed to know that?
Whatever. Just know Yosef, Amber, and I are her biggest fans. She stopped performing on Broadway recently to act in Hollywood movies and debut as a music artist. She's close to going platinum. Amber and I are so excited because we've been watching her growth from the very start. When we found out she was dating Yosef, it felt like Christmas and both of our birthdays came at the same time. It was literally like the stars had aligned. I had never been happier or more proud to be Yosef's mother than in that moment.
Okay, it was one thing when you said that she was on Broadway, but now you expect me to believe that she's topping the charts with platinum records? Are you pranking me? Because this has to be a joke. There is no way that that little brat is as famous as you're trying to claim.
How dare you! You're so rude! Stop talking about her like that! Especially after you chased her out of our house. You shameless, pathetic old coot!
Okay, I'm sorry, jeez.
When Yosef told us he was bringing her over, Amber and I were over the moon. We did everything we could to prepare and make her visit as comfortable as possible. We wanted to make sure the two of them worked out, no matter what. We were trying to make sure Kelly has the best possible impression of not only Yosef, but our entire family. Because of the nature of her job, Kelly was so reluctant to get married. So Amber and I wanted to support her decision with all of our heart. After all, the minute she marries Yosef, our idol would officially become a part of our family. We kept reassuring her that everything would work out and encouraging her to move forward without being too overbearing. And when she finally agreed to become Yosef's fiancé, you just had to ruin it. Why did you have to go and open your big mouth when you clearly had no idea what you were talking about? Your stupid misunderstanding might have just cost us our bias.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. That was just what I heard through the grapevine. I'm not a mind reader, though. There's no way that I could have known that my source didn't have all their facts straight. I just did the best that I could with the knowledge that I had. I was just trying to protect Yosef from marrying some loser and letting her suck him dry. I just wanted what's best for him. Any other father in my shoes would have done the same.
Oh, now you want to step up to the plate and act like a responsible father. Everything coming out of your mouth is just complete and utter nonsense. You just didn't like the girl Yosef brought home and decided to push your weight around just to make yourself feel significant. What kind of father throws a bucket of water on his son's fiancé? And over a lie at that! Certainly not a loving one. When you were born, you must have left your common sense and your consideration for others in your mother's womb. Because you're a real piece of work.
Come on, babe. Don't be like that. I already apologized. Can you just let it go?
You just don't get it, do you? You don't get to just get up and choose when to be a good dad and when to be a deadbeat. Ever since the kids were born, all you do is go to the bar after work and drink yourself silly. You've basically abandoned the family. Sure, you're physically here, but that's all we get. You're basically one step above a deadbeat, so don't try to act like you're a good dad now and pretend like you're a good dad. That's not how it works, Ryan. You're doing more harm than good, so just knock it off. You never even bother to remember our anniversary or anyone's birthday because you're always too busy spending all your free time with your side girls.
Oh, wait a second. You knew about that?
Did I know about it? You sloppily left evidence sprinkled all over the house and our cars. I'd have to be incredibly thick-headed not to notice. It almost felt like you were leaving me little clues on purpose. I've known about your little visits for over 20 years now. The only reason I kept my mouth shut and turned a blind eye was to keep this family together. But you trying to use protecting Yosef as an excuse for why you acted like a complete jerk toward his fiancé. Who are you to start having an opinion on who our boy decides to marry? Take several seats.
Whoa, that's a completely different story. That has nothing to do with what we're even talking about right now.
You're getting on my last nerves, you bonehead. It doesn't matter what school you went to or how much money you make. I don't care anymore. None of that matters when, at the end of the day, you have no idea how to behave like a halfway decent human being. I'm so over this, and I'm so over you. I've had it up to here with you. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving you.
Babe, what? No. Why are you saying this all of a sudden?
You never help out around the house, and you're always fooling around with other women and going to strip clubs. I put up with you all this time for the kids, but I'm done now. My patience has run thin with you, and if I don't leave now, I might end up on an episode of Criminal Minds. We're through. I'm getting the divorce papers first thing in the morning.
Babe, come on. Wait. This has to be a joke. How could you divorce me over something like this? After all the time that we've been together.
Oh, honey. It's not like this came out of nowhere. This was just the icing on the cake. I've been debating for a while about whether or not to divorce you, and you just helped me make up my mind once and for all. I don't care what happens from here on out. You and I are through. Dunzo.
Babe, calm down and think about this rationally. We can't just up and get a divorce at our age. What would our family and friends think? Not to mention, you've got to think about my social standing. If you divorce me now, I'll become a social pariah.
My future daughter-in-law is way more important than your social standing. You burned that bridge with me a long time ago, so I couldn't care less. Don't even think about coming home tonight. As a matter of fact, I never want to see your face. Ever again.
Who are you to tell me to not come home? It's my house.
What in the world are you talking about? You seem to have forgotten. My dad gave us this house as a wedding gift. His name is the one on the deed. It's my family's house, and I said what I said.
Rachel, you're blowing this way out of proportion.
Go find a hotel somewhere, and I'll have the divorce papers delivered to you. Or better yet, why don't you move back in with your parents, so I can send all the paperwork to their place? Oh, and just so you know, your mom and I have the same taste. She's a huge fan of Kelly's too, so I'm sure she's going to rip you a new one.
Rachel, seriously, we don't have to get divorced over this. Just calm down, I'll fix everything. Hey. Hey, Kelly, get back here right now. Do you hear me? Get back to my house this instant.
Why are you suddenly demanding for me to come back? Aren't you the same one who told me that you never wanted to see my trashy face around you or your family ever again?
Never mind all of that. I need you to come back here like ASAP and talk some sense into my wife. She kicked me out of the house and locked all the doors and windows. She won't let me back in no matter how much I beg.
She already told me everything, so you don't need to rehash every little detail. I have no intention of going back there. I don't want to see your face ever again either.
Just forget all of that and let bygones be bygones. The only way Rachel is gonna calm down and come to her senses is if you show up at the door. She might even rethink the divorce. Oh, come on, please, just do me a solid. You just have to convince her. I'm pretty sure she'll listen to anything you have to say. Plus, I know the truth now. I'm sorry for calling you a high school dropout. I didn't realize that you had actually graduated from a top school. My bad for this misunderstanding.
Big whoop. You know that I'm not a high school dropout now. And it's not like you've apologized for literally dumping an entire bucket of water on me.
What? Why are you bringing that up?
Don't tell me you think I'm not still upset about that. I bought brand new clothes just to meet with you and Rachel and announce our engagement. Now they're completely soaked and irreparably damaged. You completely ruined my favorite watch with your little stunt, too. And on top of that, you insulted me until I'd finally had enough, got up, and left. Surely you can see how I'd be more than a little peeved with you. Then again, maybe not, as you haven't even bothered to apologize to me yet. All you care about is getting me to go back to the house so your wife doesn't leave you. So why should I go out of my way? I don't get anything out of this. Even if I did try to help you out, I'm pretty sure that ship has sailed. I think she's beyond the point of persuasion. Your marriage is as good as over. I don't blame her, though. I wouldn't want to stay married to a selfish, two-faced sorry excuse for a man either.
You have got to be kidding me. Okay, fine. I admit it, I was in the wrong. My bad, okay? It was wrong of me to just assume that you're a high school dropout and mock you because of it. And it was wrong of me to dump that bucket of water on you too. There, I apologized, so come back to the house already.
You call that an apology? All you did was state objective facts. Yeah, you were absolutely in the wrong for all of that. So what? Isn't there anything else you want to say to me?
What are you talking about? You know exactly what I meant by that. Can't you tell when someone is obviously trying to apologize to you? Sheesh!
You're the one who isn't grasping the situation here. All you needed to say was 2 little words. I'm sorry. But protecting your fragile ego and minuscule pride are clearly more important to you than making things right with me. If you can't even apologize properly over text, then we're done talking here. Until you learn how to apologize properly, I don't want to have anything to do with you. So, have a nice life and wishing you all the best from here on out.
No, wait, come on. Oh, please don't do this.
After that, Ryan tried his hardest to woo Rachel and get her to change her mind about the divorce. His efforts were all in vain, though. She wasn't interested in hearing anything he had to say. Fed up that he wouldn't leave her alone, Rachel told him to communicate anything else going forward through a lawyer. Afterward, she blocked him and changed the locks on the house. When Ryan tried to talk to Yosef and Amber, they weren't interested in anything he had to say either, and told him point blank that they wanted to cut ties with him for good. They were embarrassed to call such an emotionally and mentally immature person their father. Even Ryan's mother ended up disowning him when she found out how he had treated me. After about 2 months, the divorce was finalized and Rachel was finally free of him. My managers and legal team also made sure that he reimbursed me for my clothes and watch that he'd ruined. He also had to compensate me for emotional damage as well. After the divorce, Ryan had lost his house, his family, and his motivation to work. He ended up moving into a cheap apartment on the outskirts of town. At work, he found his subordinate who claimed they used to go to school with me and screamed at her about how this was all her fault and that she'd ruined his life. He had a mental breakdown at the office and flipped out on everyone there, which led to him getting fired right on the spot. While it's true that your education is definitely important, there is something even more precious that you have to remember never to lose sight of. That's your humanity. On the other hand, Yosef, Rachel, and Amber apologized to me profusely on Ryan's behalf. They told me that if I couldn't move past what he had done, they completely understood if I wanted to call off the wedding. It's not like any of them did anything wrong, though. They're victims, just like me. I told them it was fine and they had nothing to worry about. Yosef and I stayed engaged and got married without a hitch. Now, a year after our wedding, his family is a huge support to us. They're some of my biggest fans and have never missed a show. And they're always there for us whenever Yosef and I need them. Thanks to all their love and support, I'm able to give my best performances day in and day out. Things might have started off rocky, but despite that, I still ended up with an amazing husband and the best in-laws a girl could ever ask for. I feel so happy and incredibly blessed. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll be waiting for you in the next video.